Hi, I'm Annabeth, otherwise known as Glitter Mouse in arty circles, and this is the Cupcake Karma project. Cupcake. My current work as an artist explores the role of different interactions in issues of modern city spaces, including public ownership and social cohesion. And the aim of this project is quite simply to harness the power of cake to facilitate some positive interactions between strangers in the city of Manchester. In this case, the strangers are the occupants of the other apartments on my floor, who I very rarely see, let alone speak to, despite living this close to them. I've been living here for over 3 years now, and I've only really chatted to one other resident in any meaningful way, and we're certainly not in touch very much at all, if at all. So I am going to leave a cupcake outside the door of each of the other flats with a little note and a response slip. And I'm gonna see what happens. This is by way of being something of like an introduction and an icebreaker, but I'm also very interested in the concept of trust between strangers in cities, particularly. How much are my neighbours going to trust me, a relative stranger really? Will they eat the cake? Will they eat the random cake that's been left outside their front door? How will they respond to me? And these are all things I'm going to find out, I hope. An additional part of this project is that I'm carrying it out as a kind of trial run as part of a collaborative project by Crit Group, which is an artist networking group in Manchester. The collaboration is interested in identifying the contrasts between different artistic practices. And so I'm pursuing this project with some specific instructions from my peers that have been put forward, having had them read my proposal of the initial idea. And these instructions are, firstly, that I'm not allowed to make verbal contact with my selected recipients, hence the sneaking out and leaving a cake outside the front door. And also that I have to include some form of verbal recording, sound recording in my documentary of the project, hence this delightful video. So hopefully that's enough of an introduction, and I'll take you through now to the Glitter Mouse kitchen, where you can see the karmic cupcakes getting prepared to go out. Oh, and by the way, just to prove that I'm not trying to poison my neighbours and that these are theoretically entirely edible, that's edible. That's definitely edible. So these are the cakes in the little boxes. Lemon flavoured, decorated with cranberry and smart little purple wrappers. And they're on a little plate with a napkin. And this is the slip. So it says, January back to work blues. Here's hoping this little cake will cheer you up. I'd also be very grateful if you take a moment to respond to the following before returning this slip to apartment 51. And the questions are, basically there's just two. It says, if they were organised, would you be interested in attending social events for residents at Pall Mall House? Yes, no. Or maybe, depending on what it was, I like to give people options. And the second question is quite simply, did you enjoy the cake? And the options are yes, no, or I didn't eat the random cake. And then it wishes people all the best for 2014. And I've included, just because I'm that sort of conscientious person that likes to pay attention to detail, the ingredients and some nutrition information. Minimal, but hey, you know, it's better than nothing. Just so people actually maybe feel a little bit more confident in exactly what they're eating. So there we go. I'm going to put these out a bit later on. It's Sunday evening. And I think, yeah, probably some people will already have gone back to work. But at the end of last week. But for some people, tomorrow morning, Monday morning, will be the first day back. And so it'll be hopefully waiting for them as they leave their flats in the morning. And we'll see whether or not I get any responses. Hopefully people will appreciate a thought. Anyway, I think I'll just leave these underneath the cakes on the plate, like that. And yeah, I'll go out first thing in the morning, I guess, and see if they're still there, or if people have taken them in. And I might check the bin as well to see if there's just a load of rather sad lemon cupcakes. Hopefully not, though, because I will get them out of the bin and scoff them myself if they are. Okay, it's a bit later in the day now. I'm going to take these out. I've put the apartment numbers on the top, just so that, I don't know why I'm whispering, I'm still in my flat. I put the apartment numbers on the top just so that, I don't know, I just thought it might make people feel a little bit more confident that, yeah, this really was intended for them. And then they can see as well that everyone else on the floor has got one. And it's not just some weird cake-based chat-up line. So, I'm going to try and film this process. Oh god, it's really dark out here. Oh no. The light in the hall is on, which means that someone's about. I don't want to get caught, because then people are really going to know that the person that lives on their floor is a weirdo. Okay, no, how am I going to do this? Put this down here, and the first one, 52. Run away. Oh, I'm just wondering if I should move them in case they're going to get absolutely splattered. Don't do that donut. Don't do that donut. Think twice. Think twice. Don't do that donut. Don't do that donut. Don't do that donut. Don't do that. Made it. I don't think I got caught. So, now I'm going to, yeah, just keep an eye on it. Someone's coming out. I can hear someone coming out of their flat. So, yeah, I just like scrabbled around in the hall for a bit, and then I heard someone come out of their flat, but I can't see from my little peephole whether or not any of the cakes have been taken in. I don't think any of the ones that I can see have been, but maybe it was one of the flats that I can't see from my door. I'm too scared to go out and have a look now. I'm just going to wait a bit. Okay, it's now Monday morning, it's about 20 to 9. And it seems like I've underestimated how early some of my neighbours get up, because only 2 have been taken in. But I did just see the caretaker come up and look a bit confused, so I wonder if he's planning to mop the floor. Okay, so it's like about 9:30 now on Monday morning, and there are still 4 out of the 6 cakes which haven't been taken. But I was a bit worried because the caretaker came out and looked a bit confused. But yeah, I thought we might be just going to put them all in the bin, because the property management agency can be a bit arsey about that sort of thing. But he's just hoovered round them. I don't know if he's planning to mop. That might be a bit more awkward. That's nice though. Maybe I should have left him a cake. I feel a bit guilty now. To the gate. He's gonna... He's mopping round it. Oh, I hope they don't get all soggy. No. He's mopped round the cake. Oh. Okay, it's now Monday night, and I have reluctantly decided to bring in the 3 unclaimed cupcakes from apartments number 55, 57 and 54, because I don't actually know for 100% sure that they're even occupied. I suspect some of the flats in this area might be apartment hotel things anyway, so they may not be permanently occupied by actual residents. So rather than annoy the caretaker any further by just leaving these cakes lying around to potentially rot, and my other neighbours who have obviously taken the cakes in, I thought it'd probably be a good idea to leave it 24 hours and then call it a day and bring them in. I wasn't expecting a cake surplus, so whilst I'm sorry that they've not been claimed, there is obviously a bonus for me in that I now get to eat the cake. The other positive thing was that I have already received 1 feedback slip. Blah. And it says that, yeah, if it was organised, they might be interested in attending a social event for residents, depending on what it was. And they've said the cake was very nice and thanked me for it. So that's something positive. I'll see whether or not I get anything back from the other 2. I don't know which apartment that was, obviously. I haven't asked for them to identify themselves any more than I've really identified myself. So we'll just see. We will wait and see. I'll be pissed off if they've taken the cakes and they don't bother to reply. I haven't actually checked the bin though. Maybe I should go and do that.
You are a donut, I'm a donut time, basically.